Hello my peeps, this Algebra Nation video will cover the right side of page 78, problem 1, part A.
All right, hi everybody, this is Melody again, and right now we're going to look at a practice problem that looks at 2 points. All right, for each of the given points in parts A and parts B, write the equation of the line that passes through both points. Write your final answer in slope-intercept form. All right, that's going to be important. I'm going to underline it. Slope-intercept form. So let's look at part A. Find the equation of the line that passes through 3, negative 4, and 2, negative 2. Now those are my 2 points. Remember, the question's asking us to write the equation of the line that passes through those 2 points. And I want that answer in slope-intercept form. Well, if you don't remember what slope-intercept form is, don't worry. It's on your handy-dandy reference sheets. And your reference sheet is going to tell you slope-intercept form is going to look like y equals mx plus b. All right, so y equals mx plus b, and we know m is slope, and b is y-intercept. So that's why it's called slope-intercept form. Let's make sure you can see that. All right, so I have 2 points. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the slope. When I have 2 points, I could definitely find the slope using the slope formula. So my first step, I'm going to put 1 for my first step, is find slope. And if you don't remember the slope formula, guess where it is? On that reference sheet. So remember, if you look, slope is equal to m is another word for slope. It's a variable for slope. It's y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. All right. Okay, so what's the y2, y1, x2, x1 stuff? It's right here. Remember, in a point, this is the first x I see, so it's x1. This is the first y I see, so it's y1. This is the second x coordinate, so it's x2. This is the second y coordinate, so it's y2. All right. Now all I have to do is substitute. All I have to do is plug and chug. y2 is negative 2. So instead of y2, we'll plug in negative 2 minus y1. y1's over here. It's negative 4. Be careful, though. You see there's a minus. You still have to put in that whole thing. You have to put in negative 4, even though there's already a minus sign there. Don't forget that it's a negative 4. All right, all over x2 is 2 minus x1 is 3. All right, so now all I have to do is solve. So negative 2 minus negative 4, 2 negatives is a positive. So negative 2 plus 4 is positive 2. 2 minus 3 is negative 1. 2 over negative 1. Can I simplify this fraction? Yeah, of course. 2 over negative 1, remember fraction means to divide, so 2 divided by negative 1 is negative 2. So our slope, we already got our slope. Our slope is negative 2. We already have.
Ready for a brain break? Alrighty, and if you're not, too bad. When you pass the EOC, this is what Mr. Phillips is going to do to you. You can run, but you can't hide. Yeah, buddy. $3.99 or higher. Okay, back to work.
One part of that puzzle. The second thing we need to figure out is what's B. What's the y-intercept? All right. So we have one part of the puzzle. Let's find our second part of the puzzle. We found slope. Let's find y-intercept. Find y-intercept because I want it in slope-intercept form, and so that is B, right? So find y-intercept, which is B. Unfortunately, there's no handy-dandy formula on our reference sheet to just automatically find y-intercepts. But that's okay because we could easily solve this out. Watch this. So remember, slope-intercept form is just y equals mx plus b. Okay. Do I know any y's? Yeah, actually I have two y's. I have that -2 and that -4. It doesn't matter which one you choose. I always like just to go with the first point that I see. So that's what I'm going to go with. But you could choose either this one or this one, and it'll be okay. All right? So y is -4 equals m. Well, I just figured out what m is. M is -2. Slope is -2. Do I know what x is? Well, look, when y is -4, x is 3. So I'm going to plug in 3. Notice I put in parentheses because this means m times x, so it has to be -2 times 3. All right? Don't just put it right next to each other. It's not -23. It's -2 times 3. All right. Plus b. I don't know what y-intercept is. I don't know what b is. That's what I'm trying to solve for. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to write that down. Now, it's just a simple equation, right? So I have -4 is on one side equals -2 times 3 is -6 plus b. Be very careful here because sometimes those 6's and b's look a lot alike, right? Be careful of your handwriting. All right, so I'm going to solve for b. I'm going to put a wall through my equal sign to keep my work neat. You don't have to do that. I like to do it. I want to get b by itself. What's keeping b from being by itself? That -6. The opposite of -6 or -6 is adding 6, +6. I'm going to add 6 on both sides. Whatever I do on one side, got to do on the other side. -4 plus 6 is +2. -6 plus 6 cancels out. So all that's left over is b. b is equal to 2. I just found the y-intercept, right? I just found out that the y-intercept, or b, is 2. Now let's go back to our question. It's asking for the line that goes into y equals mx plus b form. So, let me use this in red. Remember, y equals mx plus b is what we want our answer form to be in. Y is always going to stay as y because the line has lots of points that could fit. So I'm just going to put y equals m is -2 x plus b. What's my b? b is +2. So I'm going to put +2 right there.